The Theater of Seasons continues in Minnesota as we pivot from winter to spring. This year there is plenty of weather drama caused by flooding along some major rivers in the North Metro. The raging Rum River in Anoka is now a go-to spot for people who want to see the pure power and fury of nature.
It could take down this whole dam if it wanted to. If it got angry enough, yeah.
Fantastic. Hopefully no one's complaining about a drought anymore. Yeah. It's, I don't know, hopefully it doesn't flood and hurt homes and stuff, but it's pretty cool to see.
Wow, powerful. Nature is a strong force you don't want to mess with.
For some, this is a historic snapshot in time.
I come and check out the flood every year, and this is the highest I've seen it.
Most of these flood tourists are humbled by what they see from this angry river.
It's concerning.
We've been driving around the last couple of days just watching how much flooding.
Mankind can put up dams and other river roadblocks, but the reality is the Rum is going to flow south and drain into the Mississippi on its own terms.
But it's just crazy. It's not stoppable right now. If this river decides to go crazy, it's going to.
It's been decades since the Rum was this full of water.
It's been a long winter.
Randy Perkins of Champlin had flashbacks to 1965, when the Rum crested even higher than this spring.
Well, you couldn't see the dam. It was just one river. It went right up over the top of the dam. So, yeah, that's what got my attention. I lived in Anoka then.
Despite the rising water, Anoka's Brendan Lusthoff made the most of the situation.
I've been fishing here for 5-6 years now.
He and other anglers actually like these conditions for fishing.
Still great. The walleye are moved up on the rocks. They're spawning, so they're not affected really.
Meanwhile, downriver in Champlin, the liquid ribbon known as the mighty Mississippi was flexing its muscle. Ole Miss spilled its banks, flooding Mississippi Point Park, engulfing signs, barbecues, and anything in the way.
Those larger rivers are going to be cresting probably at the end of this week, the Mississippi Rum area.
The pictures and scenes were similar at Mississippi Gateway Park. This is another definition of Minnesota wild, as the river roared through the Coon Rapids Dam.
There's still snow up north. The more snow up north, the more water we get down here.
There's a lot of water up north that's still coming down.
The early April heat wave fostered a quick meltdown as a record snowpack with plenty of H2O in it entered rivers and streams. Some parks and trails along the swollen Mississippi are closed, and the current is flowing fast, carrying lots of debris on its way to the Gulf as the river is expected to crest just shy of 15 feet.
If you're going to look at it, stay safe.
Yeah.
Don't get right next to the water.
Yeah.
Don't get in a canoe.
A few miles south at River Park and Brooklyn Park, the Mississippi's overflow turned a boat launch and a picnic area into a mini lake that only some Canadian geese could enjoy.
It's impressive. I mean, I've been around the area for a long time, so I remember back to '93 and the flooding at that time.
It's getting higher, but I think it's getting pretty close to, according to the meteorologists, getting pretty close to at peak.
Now, earlier this week, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz signed a bipartisan bill that put $40 million into the state's disaster assistance fund for people impacted by floods.